Alright, so the customer is looking to have us remove the tile on top of this walkway, or on top of this patio here, and we're going to replace it with bluestone. So just as a heads up, it's raining out, so I'm going to be keeping underneath this awning so it doesn't get my phone all wet. It's pretty straightforward, and it's actually set up pretty well. As you can see, I'll walk over here. As you can see, it's actually pitched the correct way. If you look at the brick compared to the current, tile that's on top of it, it's pitched the right way both ways, so that should be good to go. It does have some small cracks in it, and we talked about that, but we'll just go right over the top of it. He understands that it could cause cracks in the cement, but that's just what we're going to have to deal with right now. We are on that far side. First, over on that far side, there are two risers over there. One riser that's going right in between those two buttresses, or knee walls, we'll call them. That just goes out the side. I should walk over there so you can see it. Two risers. The second riser is at the depth of the walkway there. So. Just like that, we're going to use Fond du Lac with weathered edge Chilton accents as the veneer for those, and we're using bluestone, gauged bluestone for all of this. He wants to have some color in it, and there's very little color in the veneer. So unless we want to hand pick thinner pieces of regular bluestone, I didn't actually use the word gauged to him. But so we can choose, but it might be easiest to use gauged in something like this. So there are, I don't know if you can see, there are poles driven through there that's going to help with drainage on this. But because of the new height of the patio, we'll probably have to drill in new ones. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We probably don't need that many. It is pitched the correct way going down that way, so I don't know if we necessarily need them, but I will leave that up to, I'll ask Nick and leave that kind of up to him. So, alright, the reason we can go with the 1.5 inches is because the threshold is taller here. There's actually a concrete right here, okay, before their actual threshold starts. So we have plenty of space to work with here to get up to the right height. Okay. And then we have two steps over here. Once again, using Fond du Lac with weathered edge Chilton accents, and then tread stock on it. Okay. As an option, but they're probably going to do this option, is to replace this sidewalk right here as well, going from here over to the driveway. It's pitched the wrong way. It's actually pitched back toward us. So it's gathering water down here in the corner, and he saw that and was like, oh yeah, I need to take care of that. So we'll go with that. So this is going to be dry set. We're going to lay this our regular bluestone way. Going along here. We'll be able to pluck out these two with the Bobcat, but this panel right here might not be able to because we've got brick on we've got solid structure on 3 sides. I guess I'll leave that up to Nick if he wants to rent a jackhammer for that little bit or not. So, decent access. Obviously, it's a lot of just hand stuff with the chipping hammer, getting a lot of this off. So, I would say it's off of about 1/4 of it, and it looks like it's come off relatively clean. So that's good. One thing to note, just as it's raining here, I see that water is gathering right over there. You see where it's dripping in there? So that's a low point that we just have to be aware of as we do this. Just making sure that there's no place for water to gather, obviously. Very pleasant individual. He loved what I had to say. He said there's a 90% chance that he's going to go with us just based on our conversation. So, yeah, it should be good.